Look at this lovely British summertime weather. But this Mandingo is still going out on a saviour stealth camp. Right. Mandingo. So welcome back to the Blot Outdoor Show, Mandingos, and thank you for joining me on a miserable Saturday, July night in the northeast of England. It's not miserable here though, guys. It's happy dingoes on the Blot Outdoor Show. I'm in the town of Houghton-le-Spring and I'm looking at doing a stealth camp right next to a vet's. I've had this lined up as like an emergency camp for a few weeks. A lad I know, a good lad by the name of Lee, told me about this camping spot a few weeks ago, sent me a couple of photos. I haven't been and checked it out because I know exactly where it is, so I've been keeping it for like a backup stealth camping spot. I've been really busy today. I'm going to be really busy tomorrow. I'll explain more about that when we get into the camping spot. So yeah, I've been keeping this one when I haven't really got much time to go mooching about, looking for a good spot. So tonight is the night. We're going to stealth camp, fingers crossed, right next to the vets. The weather's shite, but we're still in for a good night on the Blot Outdoor Show. I've got whiskey, Conor McGregor's proper number 12. I've got 3 bottles of Turkish beer. I've got a lovely meal in here. I didn't want a spillage in the old Baghdad, so I'm carrying it in my B&M carrier bag. I've got a few snacks, not too many, because I want to keep myself hungry for my nice meal. Yeah, more the usual Mandingos. We're going to talk loads of shite. We're going to have a good time, a good laugh. World famous whisky review, as usual, coming later on. Anyway, I didn't realise I'm a lot closer than I thought. There's the vets there, guys. So, right, let's go over this road. I'll bring you back in a Winnie Mandela. Ah! There's no Ian Rush, folks. I'm just going to play cool in the old gangbang, if you know what I'm talking about. Quickly check. So that's the vets. Now the picture the lad I know called Lee sent me. I think he must have been here with his dog. And while he was here, he noticed a good spot. Too many cars to make a move for it yet anyway. It's like down there where he showed us. But look, CCTV up there, guys. We'll have a quick look though when the coast's clear. Right, let's have a look in the Kate bush here, guys. I say there's nowhere for me tent. It is a good spot. And I tell you what, if I was only in me little bivvy, that would have been ideal down there. It would have been spot on. The old spotty dog, as I say, in the vets. But with it being lashing down with rain all day, I brought me tent. So, bugger me backwards, as they say. In the gear bars of San Francisco, we're going to have a little bit mooch about. Right, let's get back out onto the path and we'll walk back up the vets. Right, as you can see, folks, CCTV up there, so would have been a bit dodgy being in that spot anyway. CCTV all outside the vet's there. Shit. I need to get in somewhere soon because I'm getting soaking wet. And this cheap waterproof jacket, it's not even fully waterproof now. The water gets through. I'm just pretending I'm being like one of them weirdos getting footage of the local area while these cars get past, guys. You know what I'm talking about. Right, Howie, let's have a look inside here. I've just got to hope and pray that there's no one checking on them cameras. Right, can I get next to the vets? These gates get locked at some point tonight. House up there, oh my god, man. Have a look right round here, guys. Danger, Barbra Streisand, I mean barbed wire. But there's no cameras up here by the look of it. There's a house up there, but can't see down to here. Do you know what? It's obviously a rat infested place. That's not a good sign. Rat trap place there. What's up here? Oh, more rat trap place there. Shit. Well, not the most glamorous of entries into the stealth camping spot, guys. And I've got myself to blame because sometimes I'll go out for a walk with the dog and I'll go and check the spot out, making sure it's okay, you know, for like broken glass, dirty needles. And if I'd came there today and had a look, I would have chose a different place altogether. What is this place where I'm at now? I need to know where I'm camping behind for the title of the video. Blackberries patisserie, is that how you say it? Patisserie? What's that, like cakes and pastries and stuff like that? This'll have to do, guys. This'll have to do. It'll have to ding dang do for this man dingo. Stealth camping behind a patisserie with Conor McGregor, proper number 12 whisky. There's the title of the video. Just thought up like that. Right, let's get this Baghdad off my old Baccaroony. I can't even put the tent up yet because them gates are still open and there were some Vandingos in there at some of the units. So what I'm going to do is, like I say, get me Baghdad off my old Baccaroony, have a few little chest warmers, put my seat in there, get hidden away. Hopefully in the next hour or so them gates are shut and then we'll get the tent put up. That's what I'm trying to say, Mandingos. Alrighty, I'll bring you back in a few little nail Sadakas. Tricycles. Bloody English summer. What the hell is that? What in Lord's name have I just nearly sat next to? Oh my goodness gracious me. It was only a few weeks ago I was camping next to human Turdaroonie. I got it on me can. Did I get it on my fingers? I can't remember. And, what the frig is that? It's like Bigfoot. Nearly fell over. It's like Bigfoot has had a dodgy kebab and dropped his guts in the bush. Funny enough, there's no smell coming off it. So I've like went pretty close to it. As you do, if there's shit there, you've got to smell it. You know what I'm talking about, man, dingoes. There's no smell, so I'm hoping it's just something that looks like shit, but it's not shit, if you know what I'm talking about. Oh, God. Right. It doesn't look like I'm going to be putting my seat. I was going to put my seat just there, and then I've seen that. I think someone has been in serious trouble deep, and they've had a Papadone fridge in the bush. Oh, right. Itchy nose. I'll bring you back in a Winnie Mandela. I need to find somewhere to sit. That's where I'm going to put the tent when the coast is clear. I'm getting soaking. This jacket's shit. Well, that's the way it goes, guys, when you're stealth camping. It ain't always champagne and Skittles. You know what I'm talking about. Bring you back soon. Oh, nice bottle of Turkish beer, guys. Mythos. 3 for a £5 in B&M's. That's quite nice. The Turks do know how to make a nice beer. I'll give them that. Oh my God. Do you know what? I'm going to give it 1 hour, Max and Paddy, and then I'm just going to get that tent up. If that gate's not locked in an hour, I'm just going to assume that it's not getting locked at all tonight. And them vans that's in there, they might be there to stay there, if you know what I'm talking about, in the backyard. Walking down the path where I came from, you can't see round here, so unless someone actually comes walking round into the car park and looks down here, then I should be okay. I shouldn't get rumbled, the old rumble cup. And with it raining, that actually works in my favour. It stops the young'uns coming out and hanging around. Not like when we were young. We'd be out in all sorts of weathers with just a t-shirt on, our mum screaming, "Christopher, get back home for your tea." Been out hours, nothing to eat, climbing trees, hanging around, not getting in any trouble or anything, just living your best life. I hate it when people say that. Aye. Cheers, guys. Well, we might as well have a bit crap on while we're sitting here. Tell you what, we'll have an all. Seeing as though it's like winter. July, but it's like bloody winter. Let's have a little chest warmer. Proper number 12 ski. I'll show you all my shit, mind. Once I've got my tent up, I'll show you all my food and drink. And I'll probably say thanks to the legend that sent me this. I've actually reviewed that before, you know, over 2 years ago with little Mick, and I can remember the video. It was the one where we done the stealth camp next to the karting centre, you know, like go-karts going around the track. We stealth camped like just outside the go-karting centre. So yeah, I've reviewed that before. Get your words out. I've reviewed that before. It was over 2 years ago. I think at the time I had about 31,000 subscribers. So because of you, absolute legends, me subscriber count has doubled since then. So most people won't have even seen me review this before. So we'll do it again. Oh. Just trying to get in the bush, guys, so the old camaraderie doesn't get soaking wet while I'm getting some footage. Nicki Minaj. Yes. Look at that. I'll show you how close I'm sitting to a massive pile of turd. Look at that. Nice. Shites. Nothing puts this man dingo off. Even the biggest pile of turdaroonie will not make me pop up and go home. You better believe it. Yeah. Right, how then? Let's have a little bit crack on. Well, we're already crapping on, aren't we? But let's have a little bit more crap on while we're waiting, while we're chilling out before we put the tent up. Cheers. I was saying earlier on when I was first walking in that been really busy today, going to be busy tomorrow, and I kept this, well not this, I was going to camp over there next to the vets. I've just kind of getting lucky with this. Well, have I getting lucky? Shites. But yeah, I got told of a legend about that camping spot next to the vets, and I thought, right, I'll keep that. It's always good to have a backup plan in case you're busy, you haven't got time to go looking for a spot, or pardonski, you could go out in a stealth camp and get busted blood vesseled. But me, being the man dingo that I am, if I get busted blood vesseled, I don't want to go home. I want to go find a new spot and camp somewhere else. So that's been my emergency spot next to the vet. But today, just been rushed off our feet. It's Saturday now, and obviously Sunday tomorrow night, England are playing Spain in the European Championships final. Come on, England. Sorry guys if you're not into football, but anyway, the day after, on Monday, me, the beautiful Mrs. Blot with the sexy bot, my son Preston, and our dogs were off on holiday for 4 nights. Going away on Monday, coming back on a Friday. Nothing flash, guys. We're not going abroad or anything like that. We've built a nice little lodge in the Lake District, hot tub to get my sexy dad bod out. Yes. Do you know what I mean? Just put our feet up for a few days and relax. But you know what it's like, guys, before you go away, you're getting everything sorted. We always leave things at the last minute. We're terrible. So Mrs. Blot's going to be at work all tomorrow night because she works in a pub. So we've been trying to get everything done today, getting everything sorted. So we haven't got too much to do tomorrow. So yeah, there you go, guys. There's a little bit of information on my boring day-to-day life. Why I'm exciting. Cheers, mandingos. Oh, Mythos, Turkish beer. You cannot whack it, as they say in the southeastern region of Mongolia. Anyway, I think I've waffled enough shite for now, guys. Half a beer, couple of shots of whiskey, and I'm talking loads. I'm talking a crock of shite already. God knows what I'm going to be like after another couple of beers and a few more shots of whiskey. Right, I'll bring you back in a few seconds. Mice, rats. Action there. Looks like the gate's getting locked. There's a van pulling away, guys. Can you see it? The old Van Halen. Oh no, the gate is not locked yet. I can hear the voices, obviously, of the blokes talking. Get this torch on. And I can hear like van doors opening and shutting. So I thought that might have been the workers coming out and locking the gates, but no, it's not. So I'm still getting wet. The bushes are doing the job. Kate Bush is helping me out and she's doing the job. She's stopping me from getting wet like Marty Pello. So I'm going to have to play it cool in the gangbang for a few more Winnie Mandelas. Maybe it's another hour or so. Just hoping that other van that's in there comes out soon. They lock the gates and get out of Dodge City. I'm lucky I used my brains and I didn't put my tent up straight away because... Oh, matron. Well, I see. Oh, well, I see. Our Ashley
Our Ashley. Well, I see her. Our Teresa. Our Teresa.
Yeah. Yes, guys. If I'd had my tent down there, them blokes would have spotted us. So the plan dingo is working perfectamundo, as they say, in the deepest forests of the Congo. You better believe they do. Well, time for another few little shotteroonies of proper number 12 from Scotland's legend, Conor McGregor. Not a bad whisky as well, guys. Rice. It might be raining, guys, but we have got proper number 12 whisky from Scotland's favourite son, Conor McGregor. Cheers, man, dingoes. I am hoping and praying that I can get this tent put up very soon, because with the rain landing on that turd, see you guys, that massive turd that is right behind me, and it's a proper nasty steaming honkaroony turd dingo, man dingoes, if you know what I'm talking about. You obviously heard me say earlier on there was no smell in it, because it must have like dried up. It might have been there a couple of weeks, so it's kind of like hardened up. Can remember back in the day when you used to see shit on the pavement, white dog shit. You never see white dog shit anymore, do you? It must have just been there that long. It like stiffened up and chalked up. I don't know. I'm no expert in dog shit. Do you know what I mean, guys? But I'm more of an expert in human shit, if you know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean, guys? I've only had a few shots of whiskey and a beer. Oh my god. Yeah, but I think the rain, the old Lorraine Kelly, is unsettled, that turd, and it's unleashed the beast, if you know what I'm talking about. And it's honking, it's lifting. And just before I started recording, I'm kind of holding it together now. I've been reaching, reach for the stars. Oh god, I've proper been reaching, guys. I think I'm going to have to just go for it and get that tent up. What I'll do is, as I've already said, I'll put it there. That's where the gates are, up there, where people can pass by and the vehicles. I'll put the door of the tent at this end, so we can get in the tent. If it's lashing down, I'll leave the door open. It's not cold or anything like that, and we can sit and have a big crack on. Yes, I need to get away from this shit, because every little Winnie Mandela, the smell is getting stronger. And although that tastes nice, with the smell of cack mandu up the old Nostradamus, it's almost like it's affecting this, because they say, don't they, your senses and your nose and your ears and your mouth is all connected. I can smell it that much, even though I'm drinking the whiskey. It's like tasting cack. It's like tasting pap, shit, turd. Ugh. And it's making us feel sick. And I know you think I'm a bit of an idiot and I do things for entertainment with me funny stories, but that actually does really stink. And I think if I sit here for any longer, I'm gonna throw my guts up, and that is the God's honest truth. I know I fill you with shit sometimes with me daft little stories, but that's the truth. Let's get this tent up before before it's an absolute disaster movie and I'm vomiting. I'll bring you back in a Winnie Mandela when I've got the old tenderoni up. You better believe I will. Right folks, I need to get this tent up because it's getting ridiculous now. I've got a jacket on. Oh, you bugger, that's not totally waterproof. I'm getting wet. It doesn't look like the rain's going to stop anytime soon. It doesn't look like that gate's going to get locked. So, yeah, come on, let's get the tent up. Nice. Oh, matron, oh, it's the turd of self-love. Oh. Shit, he's the place. Oh yes, my fandangos. A nice corned beef, a video nasty from Dixon's. Is it Dixon's or Dickens? Dickinson's? Dixon's, I think. Dixon's Bakery. Hold on, I'll tell you. It's a 2-pack. The old 2-pack shaker. Yeah, Dixon's Bakery. 2 corned beef video nasties. The old 2-pack shaker. Oh, very nice indeed. I'm over the moon to be sat in the tent. I know it might not seem very exciting to you guys. You might want to see some views. You know, when I do the stealth camping, I'm pointing the camera above the old bush dingo, and we're getting the traffic going by and people walking past, and I'm shouting, "Hey mate!" But although it's July and it's English summertime, it just hasn't stopped raining all day. You keep thinking it's going to ease off a little bit, and then all of a sudden it just starts raining heavy again. Getting crumbs all over. But this is what it's all about, man, dingoes. If you're determined to get out, you've just got to do so.
I've put a nice dry jacket on. This is not waterproof, but it's a nice Berghaus down jacket that's going to keep me warm. That waterproof jacket I've got, it's shit. It was waterproof when I first got it about 3 years ago, but it was just a cheap one off Amazon. And yeah, it's certainly not waterproof anymore. It's water resistant. It'll keep the water off you for so long, but once you've been exposed, oh matron, oh, this pasty's just falling apart. Oh god, video nasty all over my sleeping bag. That's sleeping. Start again. That waterproof jacket, it just lets the water through now. I need to buy like a camouflage one. I'm not really into that kind of stuff, but I think I need to get one like that for the stealth camping. See that, mind? I'm in the middle of getting some new merch sorted out. I work with a local company called merchbitch.com. Yes, you heard that right, merchbitch.com, which are based right next to the Stadium of Light. Most of you guys know that's my football club, Sunderland AFC. Right next to that stadium there's another building, and based in that building you've got the headquarters of merchbitch.com, who do the merch for my channel. I don't really bang on much about the merch. Every video, at some point, for like 10 seconds, I always leave a little bit writing saying, if you want to check out the Blot Outdoors merch shop, there's a link in the comment section and the video description. And that's the way it goes. I don't like to bang on about it because everyone's struggling for money, aren't they now? But when I started the merch, I'd done that because there was hundreds and hundreds of people saying, when are you going to get some merch on the go, Mandingo? So I set it up. But like I say, I don't like to bang on about it too much because people are struggling, people can't afford to pay the prices. And I use a company to do that for me. Obviously I get my cut, but there's nothing cheap these days, as the guys, there's nothing cheap. And if you buy cheap, you buy shite. It's as simple as that, isn't it? You cannot win. But the company I work with, Merchbitch, and I chose them because they're a local company, trustworthy, and then obviously I can deal them rather than just being over the phone. You know what I'm talking about, Mandingos. Anyway, there's some new designs coming out, hopefully in the next 2 or 3 weeks. I might as well tell you, you know, I'm not sure. I'm waiting for them to send us the designs. They're going to send us a few, and then I'll approve on what I want and what I don't want, if you know what I'm talking about. But just stuff like the glove of self-love, t-shirt, hoodies, sweaters, you know, like men's, women's, kids, all sorts. What else is there? Hey mate, obviously it'll be a picture of my face and me hand. Hey mate, and the writing. I'm hoping to get one of Little Mick. I remember his famous saying, he said it a couple of times in different videos, stinks of piss, or just piss. Picture of Little Mick and piss. Just random shit like that, guys. Just the kind of stuff that people have enjoyed on the videos. I'm sorry if I'm waffling on too long, just we're stuck inside the tent in a minute. I hope the sound of the rain is just as relaxing for you as what it is for me. This is, now that I've getting set up, I'm in the tent and I'm having a snack. This is brilliant. I love it. Fantastic old Mandingoes. As I say, in the south of France. Yeah. What else have I got coming out with the merch shop? Like a new range of outdoor leisure clothing. I know you might think that sounds ridiculous, but that is coming very soon. So what I mean by that is, you know when you think, you know when you say the t-shirts, like Berghaus, or Mountain Equipment, or Rab, and they do cost quite a bit, whether it's a t-shirt, or like a mid-layer jacket, or a windproof jacket, or a waterproof jacket. You know exactly what I'm talking about, guys, if you're into outdoor stuff and you're hiking and you're camping, or even if you're just looking at getting into that kind of thing, the equipment can put you off buying that kind of shit. I know exactly what I'm talking about there. You see me out on my wild camping videos and I'm still wearing my Adidas tracky bottoms that I wear when I'm sitting around the house. So I'm not a big one of spending a fortune on outdoorsy clothing. Obviously because of like money restrictions. So because of that reason, I'm trying to bring out like a range of clothing, an outdoor range of clothing that's affordable for people. And if you're a fan of the channel, you know, you might want to buy that kind of shit. But it's not going to be called Blot Outdoors. I'm waiting for a design. I'm waiting for 2 or 3 designs off Merch Bitch, and then I'll have a look and I'll pick the one that I think's the best, and that's coming very soon. But it's going to be called Total Sense. Yeah. So I'm looking for like a design that says Total Sense, where maybe it's a design, you know, that you know, like a mountain backdrop, something like that. But I think Total Sense, yeah. What a cool, fantastic name for an outdoor brand of clothing. Coming very soon, guys. So you're talking like, you know, these outdoorsy, stretchy type of pants that I wear, which might look ridiculous, but for hiking, they're fantastic. There's no flapperoonie. Your flaps, you ladies know exactly what I'm talking about. Your flaps aren't blown all over in the wind. Maybe it's the same type of material, but like for the top half of your body, fleeces, t-shirts, and all different sorts of outdoor clothing, raincoats. So yeah, Total Sense coming out very soon, guys. Obviously, people are not going to buy that shit. They're not going to buy that brand of clothing, if you know what I'm talking about, if they can buy Berghaus for the same price. So I've got to bring a range of clothing out that's as good quality, but for a cheaper price. And it's got to be something that I would have chosen. You know, if I'm looking for an outdoor brand of clothing and I'm like, oh yeah, that's really good, I'll buy that. So there's going to be no shit, guys. It's going to be good stuff. It's going to be good quality outdoors style equipment, clothing, if you know what I'm talking about, but for a very decent price. And that's enough of me talking shit. Yeah, you might think I'm, oh, here we go, he's self-promoting, he's slavering on. No, guys, it's very rare. And to be honest, I can't remember the last time I've done anything like that. This is due to public demand. I get people asking all the time, private messages. Most of it is actually through Instagram, not YouTube, where people asking us, is there going to be any new designs on the merch? Would you be interested, Mandingo, in bringing an outdoor range of clothing out? And I thought, why not, ski? I'll give it a bash. Do you know what I mean? So there you go, guys. That's enough of me talking your shit about that. Keep a lookout. In fact, you don't have to keep a lookout. I will keep you informed. I will definitely keep you absolute legends informed in the coming weeks about the new merch for the Blot Outdoors merch shop. You better believe I will. Now it's time for a whisky. Tricycles. Yes, folks. You better believe it. I'm now on my second bottle of the famous Turkish beer, Mythos. Very nice indeed. I'm going to sit back. I'm going to kick back. You better believe it, Mandingos. Relax. I'm going to do a little bit editing because, like I've said, this is Saturday night. and this video goes out tomorrow night on Sunday, and you've got the England match against Spain. The final of the Euros is on at 8 o'clock, so I've got to try and get that video out early and get it up on YouTube for 6:30 p.m. so it doesn't clash with the football. So yeah, I'm going to do a bit of editing. I'm going to enjoy this Turkish beer, and I'll bring you back in a few Winnie Mandelas. Lice. Alrighty, my fandingos. Seem as though we're £10 and we're stuck indoors for a while. I might as well take this chance now to give you a quick look at my setup. You know, it makes sense. In there, I've got some down trousers and down slippers. I don't think I'm going to need them tonight. I always bring them because there is no weight in there at all, guys. So they're always in my bag. I put my warm hat on, so I've got my cap stuffed in there. I've got a microfiber cloth there, which I bring out when it's raining, so I can clean the old camaraderie off. It doesn't help with them, with the mic. The water gets in the mic sometimes, guys, when it's raining. As you've probably heard already in this video, it ruins the sound quality. Hopefully it's okay now. Foil mat down, as you can see, and the difference that makes is unreal. You feel the cold from there, and you feel that, and it's a totally different temperature altogether. That's nice and warm. When it's winter time, the difference is unbelievable. As they say in the Dodgy, really does make a difference. You better believe it does. Burghouse sleeping pad, all stinking 3 season sleeping bag, and I've been treating myself, guys. I bought myself a new pillow. The one I had a bit of a slow puncture, so it was always pretty flat. The old flat Eric, Inzy Morgan. Yeah, what makes it? Let's have a look. Oh, matron. Ah, it's the glove of self-love. Oh, yeah. Oh. Well, folks, the rain, the quiche rain situation hasn't getting any better at all. It is still lashing down, as you can see. Sounds like the police is still out on the lookout for a Mandingo stealth camping. You better believe it. I hope you don't mind, guys. I hope you don't mind just being sat in the tent now, talking shite. As you know, normally when I do these stealth camping videos, I'm hiding in the bushes and I'm getting footage of the cars and the buses going past, people walking past, getting loads of B-roll shots of the tent and the building or the trees I'm hiding in. But I'm not going out there while it's pissing down like this and getting soaking wet, if you know what I'm talking about. I'm nice and comfortable in here. If I want to slash Gordon, I can just quickly open the door, stand there, quick pee, and get back in, you know what I mean, without doing any recording on the old camaraderie. Any footage, Nicki Minaj, you better believe it. How are them, guys? Let's show you what I've got. Proper number 12, kindly given to me from Steve Sunny Deer. Cheers, Steve, my man friend Dingo. It's very much appreciated. I know you wanted me to do a review with that, with my good little man friend, little Schmick, but I'm not quite sure when little Mick come back out. He's definitely come back out. We've actually been messaging each other tonight. Mick's got a massive family, so he's got his own things going on. He's had weddings to go to, christening parties. He goes round his brothers. He's got 2 or 3 brothers, yeah. He's got 3 brothers. And he goes round their houses on a Saturday night for a few candingos. If you know what I'm talking about, mandingos. He enjoys himself. Me and Mick's not tight to the hip, but he has promised is going to come out very soon, but that could be another 2 or 3 weeks, if you know what I'm talking about. So I've had that whiskey now for a good month or so. So start again. Sorry, Steve, mate. I haven't got little Mick with me tonight, but I'll certainly enjoy it. I'll certainly do a world famous whiskey review, and I'll certainly say thank you, Steve Sunny Deer, for the proper number 12. You're an absolute legend, and it's very much appreciated. What else have I got? I've got one more kind of bottle. Get your words out, Chris, come on. I'm a mumbling mess tonight. I've got one more bottle left of Mythos, famous Turkish lager beer. I've got a Jürgen Kloffy for Innsam Morgan. One Jürgen Kloffy from Taylor's Hot Lava Java. Just to make me feel like Mrs. Blott is here with me tonight, I've got a nice packet of scampi fries. You know what I'm talking about, man, Dingos. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You cannot beat sniffing your fingers after a nice packet of scampi fries. I've got a packet of mint poppets. Yes, everyone likes them. The toffee ones are nice as well. Oh, I've got a Kit Kat, the old Kit Kat. In fact, I've got 2. You know what they say, guys, you go camping. 2 clits are better than 1. You better believe they are. And for my main meal, in the old tub, and then I'll pour it into me camping stove potteroony later on. I'll narrate all this. Mrs. Blott's made far too much for me. I noticed in the fridge today, well, in me freezer, right at the back, buried underneath other things, there was 2 packs, the old 2-pack shakur of diced beef, been in there for months. Well, Mrs. Blott's quite fussy. I says, are you going to use them? She went, oh no, they've been there too long now. I said, well, it doesn't matter if they've been in the freezer. She said, I tell you what, this was like this morning, put them on the kitchen bench, defrost them, and I'll cook you a little meal for when you go out camping tonight. So, we've got diced beef in there. She's made us 2 dumplings, and I'll guarantee you guys, Mrs. Blott has got the best dumplings you can ever dream of. You know exactly what I'm talking about. So we've got diced beef, 2 dumplings, obviously gravy, there's peas, there's carrots, there's onions in there. Oh, when that's heated up, it's going to be dry now. When that's heated up in the old pansexual, suits you, sir. Oh, the old pansexual, yes, that is certainly going to be a meal fit for a Mandingo. You better believe it is. And it smells nice. It's nice to get a nice smell, because all I've been smelling so far is that shite from over there in the bush. I can't really smell it, to be honest. It's like one of them ones where when I was sitting right next to it and I could smell it, and it was proper lifting, guys. I'm not exaggerating, just for the effect of the story, if you know what I'm talking about. It really stunk. Oh my god, it stunk to high heaven or high hell, whichever way you want to say it. And now that I've came in the tent, I'm getting away from it, I can't smell it. But you know, when you smell it and you think you can smell it, it must be trapped in my nose hairs. And I keep going, I can smell that turd. Do you know what I mean? At one point when I wasn't recording, I even got a bit of whiskey on my finger and poured up my nose just to drown out the smell of cack, the old Kathmandu. Papa don't preach, if you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, back to the food, guys. I've got a lovely, nice meal coming soon. Diced beef, dumplings, peas, carrots, onions and gravy. You know, it makes total sense. Right. Oh yes, my fun sexualities. I think this jacket's a bit tight for me now. I've had this for years. I've had it for years, and I normally just wear it now as like an underlayer. but because me waterproof jacket got soaked white through earlier one tongue, if you know what I'm talking about. This is my main jacket for tonight, and it's certainly doing the old job, dingo. Anyway, where's it at? Whisky review, kindly given to me from Steve Sunny Day, proper number 12. Famous whisky from Ireland. Yes, I said Scotland earlier on, guys. I was only joking. Endorsed by Conor McGregor. I think he's like one of the owners, isn't he? One of the shareholders in this whisky. I've actually reviewed this a good 2 years ago, over 2 years ago, with a little schmickaroony when we done the camp next to the go-karting centre. So go back and check that one out, guys. Where's my famous cup? There, it's there. Yes, man, dingoes. Oh, I've got loads left still. You better believe I have. I've just been going steady Eddie tonight, if you know what I'm talking about. Let's get that popped in. The old famous cup, dingo. Man, dingoes. Oh, yes. Get that. I'm just trying to get that steady there, guys. In the ground so it doesn't fall over. There we go. And let's get the old bakeroni in it. Rice. A little bit peppery. Slightest little bit of oak. Give that a swirl around there. My man and woman friend sexuals. Oh, it's like a nice hint of like a lovely scent of like sandalwood coming through there, guys. And it's very mild. It's not a one that goes, you know, everyone smelt the whiskey. Even if you're not a whiskey drinker, you've all had a sniff of whiskey and get up the old Nostradamus and you're like, you know what I'm talking about, guys. But that's a nice, smooth, mellow sandalwood smell, which has got a little bit of a peppery thing to it. So, although the peppery is not blowing your cap off, because you can smell the pepper, now I'm expecting a little bit of a nice little peppery tingle down the throat and on the old tongue, dingo. So on that note, guys, that's enough of the sniffing. Let's get on with the tasting. Tricycles. Nah, it's not really peppery at all. Hold on, let's have another blast. Oh, yeah, maybe the slightest little bit, like the slightest peppery, spicy flavouroonie. It's actually quite watery. Yeah, like I say, it was 2 years ago the last time I reviewed this, and me, being the honest man dingo that I am, I haven't went back and I haven't looked and checked out where I said last time, and the proof will be in the pudding on that, guys. If you go back and watch that video, stealth camping next to the go-karting centre, you'll see me probably saying a different thing altogether than what I'm saying now. That's how you know I'm being genuine, and I'm telling you what I think right here, right now, right here, right now. You better believe it. Maybe a bit fruity, dare I say, like an orchard fruits type of flavouroonie, if you know what I'm talking about, guys. But it is quite watery, you know, when you get your cheap whiskies and they're a bit nasty. That's not nasty. That's not what I'm trying to say, guys. That's certainly not a nasty whiskey. So, sorry, Steve Sunny Day, I'm not putting the whiskey down. All I'm saying is it's not thick and creamy. It ain't going down smooth, dingo man dingoes, if you know what I'm talking about. Quite watery, but there is orchard fruits flavouroonie going on. A nice sandalwood smell. A little a bit of a peppery thing, and I did get a few little spices down the old throat, Dingo. I'm not really getting much more than that, guys. And I'm not going to bullshit you and say, oh, a taste of this and a taste of that. Just to big up Conor McGregor. I was only out with him a couple of weeks ago. He's a right worky ticket. Do you know what I mean? In fact, I actually saved him from getting a good hiding. We were down the quayside at Newcastle, and he started acting himself. He'd been on the old Colombian marching powder. You know what I mean, guys? I don't touch that kind of shit. I'm happy with just a couple of whiskies. And he started acting himself with a few of the Geordie lads. Look, I'm a mackem, but I know these Geordie lads can look after themselves. And there was about 5 of them. They were going to give him a right scudding. And I said, "Oh, Connor." And I took him out the back door. He was obviously up for it. He was like, "No, man, Dingo. I want to get back in. I want to get stuck in." I said, "Look, stop being a sausage. Let's just move on to the next bar and enjoy ourselves." And that's what we did. And then he actually thanked us for it. He said, "Cheers, man, Dingo." He said, "You were right there. You made the right choice. Although I can look after myself, 5 big, tough Geordie Newcastle fans, they would have probably kicked the shit out of us. And then I would have probably got a good hiding and all, because I would have had to jump in. And I would have had to defend my good friend, Conor McGregor, even though he was starting the trouble. But there you go, guys. That's a story for another day. You know me, guys. There's no bullshit in the Blood Outdoor Show. I always talk the gospel truth, if you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, but getting back onto the whiskey review. Oh my god. Quite watery, orchard fruit taste. It's quite nice. It's snout special, but it's certainly ding dang doing for a world famous review. On a horrible, I would like to see a winter night, where it's July. We're halfway through July, and it's absolutely terrible British summertime weather. We're going to wrap this up now, guys, because I've got nothing else more to say apart from it's a decent whiskey. It hasn't blown my mind. I really appreciate Steve Sunny Deer sending me this. Cheers, Steve, my man friend. I'm going to give it a steady 7.3. I don't know what I gave it last time, but I'm going to give it a 7.3 out of 10 Dingo Mandingos. So it's not a bad score. It's not a brilliant score. It's a decent score. There you go, guys. You know what I'm talking about. This is serious stealth camping. Right. Bloody gate's still open. I was sitting waiting for that gate to get locked, and it doesn't get locked. That's the vets, guys, where I was going to camp next to, but I wasn't camp enough. Hey, main road just there. I'm just showing you this, guys, because I've been stuck in the tent for that long. I'm just stretching the old leg dingoes, if you know what I'm talking about. Mandingos. But this is quite a busy road. As you can see, I've only been next to it for 2 seconds. And there's a couple of cars gone by. Let's not mess about. This is the car park for the vets. If you're watching Lee Gusted, thank you very much, my man friend. You're an absolute legend. I know you're a massive fan of the Blood Outdoor Show. Thanks for telling me about this camping spot. I didn't quite get to camp next to where you suggested, but because of you, I found this spot. Right, out with him. No time for pissing about. As you can see, it is lashing down. I had to come out. I was bursting. I've been in the tent for hours now. And I was dying for a good old Jimmy Riddle. If you know what I'm talking about. Right, I'll bring you back when I've got the tent door shut, and let's get some food. Captain Clute. Right. Yes, guys, the beef, gravy, onions, peas and carrots is bubbling away. As you can see, I've took a little bite out of that dumpling, but there's only room for one dumpling in this pansexual. So let's get that popped in there. My man friend dingoes, man and woman friend dingoes. Sorry, my female friends. We will give that a couple of little Winnie Mandelas, and when I bring it back, I'll be sitting here on my big fat hairy spotty arse, getting stuck in to a dumpling with beef, gravy, peas, suit you, sir, onions, and peas. Oh yes, my fan sexualities. Time to get stuck in this lovely hot meal. I think I've already told you about 20 times what it is. Beef, dumplings, gravy, peas, carrots, onions. Kindly made for me by the beautiful Mrs. Blot.
With the sexy bot.
Oh yes, you better believe it, man dingoes. Here we go. Let's dive in. Little bit dumpling, little bit meat. Oh, I tell a lie. A dumpling, gravy, a new potato. Oh. Well, I was expecting to be red hot, but that taste, sensation. Oh, a little bit dumpling, gravy, and a little bit beef curtain. Yeah. Oh, and that beef is so nice and soft. More beef and dumpling, guys. Do you know what it is, man dingoes? I know it's not winter time, but this is cold for July. In England, the weather's shit. And it makes you feel like having a nice hot meal like this, doesn't it? And although we've been stuck in the tent most of the night, we were sat in the bush earlier on next to that massive pile of shite. This has just made a dodgy stealth camp next to shite. Oh. Nothing much exciting happening. It's made it absolutely fantastic. Man dingoes, as they say, round in the dodgiest ghettos of Madrid. You know, it makes sense. Right. Oh yes. This is what I'm talking about, guys. We don't need to be anywhere flash. We don't need your flash holidays abroad. Get yourself a tent popped up round the back of the vets, or where am I next to? The local patisserie? What's it called? Patisserie. I've actually heard that they make the best, and I mean the best, cakes and pastries in the northeast of England, so check it out, guys. And I've got no affiliation with them, just with me camping behind that building. I've been having a look on Google and everyone says it's the best. I think they've won the award for the best pastry maker or cake maker, or both together, in County Durham. And County Durham is a massive county in the UK, so yes, I'll definitely be bringing Mrs. Blotter there. She loves all that kind of shit. Absolutely tremendous, guys. I'm just waffling on, enjoying probably one of the best hot meals I'll ever have while camping, you know. Well, not one of the best meals I'll ever have ever. Mrs. Blott is a fantastic cook, and she loves cooking for me, as you can see by my fat belly and my double chin dingo. Yeah, she's a good wife that way. What I mean by best meal is, while I'm out camping, this has probably been my best camping meal. My camping meal's normally pretty basic. Uncle Bensky lice, chicken curry, or a tin of chilli, something like that. Even a steak, you know, when I cook steaks with mushrooms, tomatoes. Anyone can cook a steak. You can eat a steak raw pretty much, so the steak's so easy to cook. This is a fantastic go at mandingos. As they say, in the deepest forest of the Congo, and obviously the back streets of Belfast and Bradford and Brooklyn. Brilliant. Okay then, guys, before I finish the last of this off, I want to say a big fat mega ginormous, the old Megasaurus thank you to all you absolute legends who have supported the Blot Outdoor Show over this last week. I haven't said it the last 2 or 3 videos because I think people get bored of us saying the same thing over and over again. So I've been putting writing on the bottom of the screen saying thank you to all these legends who've bought me a coffee. But yeah, it's time to say it again with my own mouth dingo. Massive, ginormous thank you to all you legends. You don't have to do it. Just watching this video, guys, like most of you are, just watch the video, give me a thumbs up. That's all you've got to do. If you can take 30 seconds of your time, leave us a comment. That'll ding dang do for this man dingo. But yeah, for all you absolute legends who have supported, here's the place again. Yeah, all you legends who have supported the Blot Outdoor Show over this last week, each and every one of you is absolute legends. There's your names down there, and down there, guys. I love each and every one of you. You better believe I do. I'm now going to turn the old camaraderie off. I don't need any more footage. I don't need Nicki Minaj to join me when I'm finishing this hot meal off. And I'm not even going to say good night Vienna when I get in the sleeping bag. Do you know why? Because I'm going to say it now. I'm going to say bonjour, good night Vienna, arrivederci and a Vorsprung Dirk technique. And I'll bring you legends back in the morgen when it's time to say au revoir. You know, it makes sense. Lies. Good morning, Mandingos. 8:45. Fantastic sleep. My new pillow was brilliant. Made a big difference. Really comfortable. I feel a little bit man flu coming on, so I'll have to play on that when I get in the house. Get Mrs. Block to feel really sorry for us. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Right, I'm busting for a slash Gordon, so no time for messing about. Let's get out the tent, quick pee, get quickly packed away. It's been raining all night long. The famous words of Lionel Blair. Sounds like it's eased off. So, yeah. However, let's get this tent packed away before it starts raining really heavy once again. Rice.
So there we go, folks. That's me all packed away, Baghdad ready to put on my old Baccaroony, bin diesel with all my shite. You can see where I had the tent. The tent is filthy. I'm going to have to give that a bit of a clean when I get home. I'm not taking that home with us. That's not going in the bin diesel. Oh God, absolutely disgusting. I'm just making all this morning, bit quick now guys, because I think this video has went on far too long anyway. So, however then, let's get my bag on and let's make like a train split. That's it, folks. We are out of here. Another successful stealth camp completed. Oh yes. So that's it guys, that's the end of this week's stealth camping video. Hope you've enjoyed it. I've had an absolutely fantastic time as usual. Even though the weather was shite, nothing will stop this Mandingo going out in a stealth camp. You better believe it. Yes, if you have enjoyed it guys, please give me a big thumbs up and leave a comment. It really does help the channel. And I just want to say thank you very much for watching. It is very much appreciated. You know it makes sense, Mandingos. Please tune in on Wednesday night for a wild camp up in Bonnie, Scotland. The weather's going to be terrible there as well. Of course it is. And join me next Friday on another takeaway review, next Sunday for another serious stealth camp. You know what I'm talking about, and you know it makes absolute, complete, total sense. Rice cakes.
Oh, matron.
You know, it's make total sense, mate. Very nice.